Hey, what is going on, guys? If you guys are not subscribed to this highlight / discussion channel, which is pretty much the backup channel for your boy Rock Lee, but I decided to offer some value, things I may not actually post on the other channel. Now is a fantastic time to do so. Today we're going to talk about why that last episode of Mushoku Tensei was such a phenomenal episode. Okay, so for starters, I was gonna be immature. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was gonna start off by saying, haha, look how right I was on the last video. But I had an epiphany, and even I've grown, like our beloved characters, Paul and Rudy. Well, my beloved character is more Paul, even though I sided with Rudy last time. And that's for reasons I don't want to talk about in this video. But today I'm going to just acknowledge how the writing was phenomenal and what I think the true takeaway should be. Okay? So for starters, if you guys aren't, I already said subscribe. If you guys aren't following on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, whatever y'all rock with that I'm rocking with, hey, please go ahead and do that. It's in the description of this video. So I was going to make this video and I was going to say that Geese validated what I was saying in the last video, how Paul needed to take in consideration the fact that Rudy is only 11 years old, okay? And he only told you this story so positively, right? Because he was trying to spare your feelings. You were already worried about your family. You were already stressed. So Rudy was trying not to add any additional stress to that and just try to tell you a happy story because that was your opportunity as a parent to be like, oh my God, my son, you'd have an awesome time. I am relieved. Okay? But there's more to it, and I love what they did in this story. I love what they did, okay? So we had that perspective because there's two perspectives, obviously. There's Paul's perspective seeing Rudy as an 11-year-old, which has been the basis of my argument. But then there is the other perspective where Rudy is actually like 40 years old. And the only people who know that is you guys and me and Rudy, okay? We know that. So even as wise as Geese was, he was operating from the fact that Rudy is truly an 11-year-old. But you and I both know he's not an 11-year-old. I'm going to my homie Geese over here. Ah, Geese! Oh, hold on. I gotta have him up. There we go. So the way that Rudy ties this in, so we have Paul realizing that he's borderline in the wrong. I think he cleaned himself up. It looks like he cleaned himself up later when Rudy looked at him. I don't know, but as we start off at the first half of the episode under the perspective that Paul is in the wrong, and I quote that because we're gonna circle up to why he's not necessarily in the wrong. He goes over to Rudy and he lays it all out. Okay? And then we get Rudy's perspective, okay? And Rudy is like, I've already been through this. I was in Paul's situation. I've done what Paul has done to my homies. Like how Paul just did to Rudy, even though that what Paul doing to a kid is his son is still different than Rudy doing to his friend. But he was literally in Paul's shoes, right? So it's me seeing that, wow, man, what this writer's doing is it's like a generational thing, okay? It's a generational thing because, there's Paul doing it, Rudy's doing it, they're father and son, and then Rudy was doing it in his former life. It's a cycle that was going to be stopped and has been stopped as far as I'm concerned right here, okay? Paul and Rudy embrace each other, right? And then the nice thing is, Rudy sees that Paul is basically a bigger man than him at 30 years old, right? Compared to Rudy's total experience. He sees Paul as a bigger person than him. But here's what Rudy was missing, which I think is also important. See, when Rudy had his clash with his friend, and through pride, they never reconciled, Rudy didn't have a Geese in his corner. That's a serious detail that Rudy doesn't know as he was, beating himself up. Fortunately, he came out on the right side of it, but he didn't have someone like Geese to show up and say, "Hey, yo, why you not talking to your homie?" Because that he came down to his last friend. Okay, so this is also an example, in my opinion, of why it's so important to even have, right, a supporting circle around you. You are going to make mistakes. What did Rudy say to Ares? He said we're only human. You are going to make mistakes. I, as a reactor, as a person, as a real estate agent tycoon, y'all don't even know about that. But I'm gonna make mistakes. But I got the comments to check me. Whatever. I got my homie director, got my wife Urza, got Adorkable, and I just have friends that y'all just don't know who won't be important to you, but they're around to check me, okay? Rudy came down. When it came down for Rudy, there was nobody because everybody was either mean to him or just not connecting with them, and they just basically abandoned him. As far as the perspective goes, he didn't have anybody, and I kind of felt in that last episode that was a fundamental difference between Rudy's past life failures and this current Paul's failures. Okay, even Paul had his daughter, Nora. Is that her name? Norn? Yeah, he has Norn and some shawties around him and Geese. He still has people that are, I think even at the end of it, Paul didn't even realize that Geese is out here looking for his family. At the end of it, he's going to someplace dangerous, and Paul's like, "Where you going?" And he's like, "Oh, look at this scene right here. Hopefully I can pull it up." It was, first of all, the hugging scene was crazy. But yeah, let me go back to the end of it. Let me go to the end of it, right? It's right here. Yeah. No, it's not right there. It's kind of close. Right here. This is where Geese realizes it. Okay? This is, oh my God, this shawty over here. But yeah, did I say Geese? This is when Paul realizes, yeah, he's not giving up on his family. Paul has support. Rudy did not have support. In my opinion, this is also showing how a character can be when they have support versus when they don't have it. And I thought that's a underlining tone that I didn't hear anybody discuss. So that's my thoughts, guys. What did you guys think? I thought it was a fantastic episode. It ended up being not about who was right or who was wrong, but just phenomenal points of view, what you can learn, how you can grow as an individual, and we came together at the end of that episode. So I really liked it. It's an opportunity for us all to be mature. So anyways, what do you guys think? I do interact in the comments. I run from people that spoil stuff because they say what was not included in the anime was. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I just like to watch an anime at my own pace and be wrong today, and then further information is revealed the following episode, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's where we're going with it. That's how I like to have fun with the content. So until next time, guys, if you guys aren't following, please go ahead and do so. If you guys like more of these discussion types of videos or reflect on the episode and see, what the writer was trying to do or underlying tone that was in the episode that no one was really considering, let me know, because I like doing these kinds of videos. It's not, hard. I just rant. So, Yaboyrocklee, I'm out.